chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. When I'm talking about this topic, right, if you've dealt with a narcissist involved in your life, everyone's made this mistake, okay? And it's kind of a theory that or a realization that I've had. The most recent video, I tried to articulate it in a sort of way to you. But I'm starting to just have this realization that I'm trying to share with you. So it's a work in progress. So please, try listen attentively. I'm onto something. I'm onto something with this, right? You see, honestly, if you've dealt with a narcissist in your life, right? Honestly, your perception. I'm not belittling anyone. I'm not putting anyone down. I'm just trying to be as real as I possibly can, okay? But after dealing with narcissists in your life, your perception of love is completely warped, okay? Because it doesn't matter about the abuse, and I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but I'm saying if you set that aside, there was a point in that relationship, okay? Prior to you waking up to narcissistic abuse, there was a point in that relationship that you believed you were in love or in a healthy relationship, and there are chemical releases that occur in the brain, and how wrong you was, right? If I can be quite frank, how wrong you was, and everyone that's dealt with narcissists, how wrong they were, okay, in their judgment, in their assessment of an individual, okay. Now, this is why I say the real good people you don't notice, okay, and instead you choose narcissists, right? Because the real good people, okay, the real good people, they're in their lane, okay? The real good people, they're in their lane. They're doing their thing. They don't try to draw you out. Now, what you've got to look at, if you've dealt with narcissists in your life, the way that narcissists operate is they draw you out, okay? You see how I'm onto something, right? You see how oftentimes you're overlooked. You're an authentic soul. You're a genuine soul. It could have happened in school. Could have happened in work. Could have happened wherever, right? You're often overlooked by people. You're often overlooked, and people might see you in another light. They don't appreciate your authenticity. They don't appreciate your kindness, the good nature of you. I'm not saying you're perfect, but they don't appreciate these qualities about you. Some people do. Maybe some people, some close friends or some family maybe do. But a lot of people don't. They overlook you, right? Or they see you in another light, okay? And this is the thing. The good people go unnoticed in this world. And I often see in the comment section, I wish I could meet another chosen one. I wish I could meet another empath, right? And I understand that mindset, right? I totally get that mindset. You think you're digesting narcissistic content, you're hearing about empaths, you're identifying as an empath, you might identify as a chosen one, you're feeling these things, and you believe that if you meet an empath or a chosen one, it's going to be this harmonious, tranquil, beautiful relationship, right? But you've got to remember that your perception of love is completely warped at this time, okay? Your perception of love is completely warped, okay? But just like yourself, you go unnoticed. And this is why I'm saying, like, on your everyday walking down the street, there might be people that you don't bat an eyelid to. You don't deem them as attractive. You might even look down at them. You might think they're nothing, right? You might look down at them. Little do you know, that's actually the chosen one. That's actually the empath. So what I'm trying to articulate and get at in this audio, right, or this video, is your whole style of the dating approach has to change. Your whole attitude, your whole style of how you operate in the dating world. It has to have a real complex, how can I put it, like a real complex makeover. It has to be completely redone in your whole entire approach, in your whole entire way that you operate. Okay, in if you're looking to date someone, or it has to really be adjusted and changed. And I know many of you are not even looking for it right now because you're in a dark place. You come out of a narcissistic abusive relationship. But what I'm trying to say to you is, yes, the answer might be you aligning with an authentic soul, a genuine soul, an empath, a chosen one, but it's not necessarily going to feel what you're anticipating in your mind it to be. Okay, because real people that you've probably encountered, okay, real people that you've probably encountered, authentic souls that you probably encountered while you was in the midst with the narcissist, these individuals might have seemed boring. Okay, they may not have, right? They may have seemed boring or disinterested, or no chemistry, no fire, no click, right? You might not have felt this magnetic pull with the authentic and chosen one, the empath souls out there that are around. And this is why you need like a total overhaul in the way you deem relationships to be. Because with an authentic, genuine soul, from my analysis, they're not going to be love bombing you, mirroring you. They're not going to be creating that impact in your life. What is where your warped version of perception of love comes from. Okay, they're not going to be mirroring you, making you feel like you're really clicking. And this is how a lot of people are getting drawn out, because this is how a lot of you are getting drawn out, and empaths and chosen ones and authentic, genuine souls are getting drawn out, is because these narcissists are putting on this performance to make you feel like they're your soulmate and they're so into you and all of this. And in the moment, it can feel good, right? Because you feel like you finally met someone who gets you, who understands you, and it's all just BS, right? So from my understanding, I think that there are good people out there, but you know, all empaths and chosen ones are not noticing these good people, because to get involved in a relationship with a genuine soul, an empath or a chosen one, is slower burning, right? It will be slower burning. It will be slower paced. It won't be so just intense and everything like that. And a lot of the times, just like yourselves, many chosen ones, empaths and genuine souls are in their own lane. So when you're out and about, if you go to the shops, or you go out in the town, or wherever you go, right, they're focused on their own lane. A lot of chosen ones, genuine souls and empaths are focused on their purpose. They're focused on what they're doing in their life. They may have, they're focused on that. So they're not just openly gonna just start obsessing about another individual. And that's what's actually been happening, right? It's actually these narcissists that you encounter start obsessing over you, mirroring you, okay, in the guise of love, and momentarily it can feel great at one particular point in time. And that's why I'm trying to, obviously you go through all of the abuse, the devaluation, the gaslighting, you go through all of that with the narcissist, but I'm trying to make you set that aside for a moment and just focus on how they made you feel when it was the so-called good times, which there's many of you out there that actually still miss that, right? So really get into your head, like if you, I know many of you are not even looking for anyone or anything like that, but I think that the whole way that you do interact with people and the whole way that you do look for people has to completely change. Okay, like just because you don't feel that immediate spark with someone, right? That immediate spark. You might have felt that immediate spark with a narcissist, right? It's so really that immediate spark that you feel and fireworks and all that is actually the wrong way to go. Okay, you might meet an authentic or a genuine soul. It's slow paced. Maybe you exchange contact numbers, contact details. Maybe you don't speak for a while, then you speak, and it will be slower paced, and they're not just going to be so in your face. Okay, so this is why I think that there are good people out there, but they're often overlooked. Okay, and there's almost like an addiction towards these narcissists, and I'm not trying to belittle anyone or anything like that or put anyone down, but it's almost like because you've been put through a warped version of love. So I want you to get into your mind that this visualization you may have of how it's going to be with an authentic, genuine soul, empath, chosen one, isn't going to be so intense. It's not going to be so intense. They're not going to love bomb you. They're not going to mirror you, right? They're not going to be trying to make you feel the best way possible. They're going to be real, okay? They're going to be real. The narcissist is a people pleaser, okay? No one, I don't hear a lot of people saying this, but they are a people pleaser. For the moment during the love bomb, for the time when they're trying to infiltrate your life, they're people pleasing you, okay? And they're trying to make you feel the best way possible so you fall in love with them. That's what they're doing, okay? The genuine soul, the chosen one, the authentic soul, isn't going to do that. They're not going to try and make you feel that way, okay? So this is kind of a realization I've had, and maybe I need to do some more work onto it, because maybe I'm not expressing it right. I'm worried that I'm not expressing it right and people are not understanding what I'm trying to say. But honestly, there are people that you walk past every day and they're in their lane. They're focused. This is what I'm saying. The narcissists aren't in their lane. The narcissist is in your lane. You know what I'm saying? You know, the narcissists, like, that are involved in your life, like, think back, like, they start entering your lane. Whereas these authentic and genuine souls, like yourself, genuine souls, they're just going about their business. They're not into your business. They're not really trying to get involved in your business or get involved in your life, and this is what you need to watch out for. These individuals that are like so into you, and you got it's the love bomb. That's what, you know, collectively as empaths, chosen ones, and authentic souls, genuine souls, you've got to overcome that love bomb and realize that feeling that you have, that is the phony part, right? That's the warped version of love that's in many of your minds. So it's gonna be totally different if you meet a genuine soul. And that's why I always say, take your time, okay? And if you take your time, then just like I'm saying to you, that these genuine souls are in their lane, right? They're in their lane, focused on their business, focused on what they're doing with their life, you know, they're not trying to draw you out and stuff like that. That's the same way you'll be, right? You'll be in your lane. You're not really looking for a relationship. You're not really looking for nothing. These narcissists try and draw you out. That's what's happened. To everyone who's gone through narcissistic abuse, they've been drawn out by a narcissist. That's what they've done. They drew you out, right? And it happens. It doesn't just happen in romantic relationships. It can happen in friendships. It can happen in family members, colleagues, associates. These narcissists draw you out, get involved in your life. They get so involved in your life that you can't even see your own life without them. Right? It's really fucked up, right? What they do. Okay? So there are good people out there. Honestly, you don't notice them. These good people go past you every day. So how can I emphasize this? I'm struggling to get this message out. I am struggling to get this message out because I'm onto something and I know what I'm trying to say. Look, basically, there needs to be a total overhaul with the way that you think relationships are, the way that you proceed for relationships in the future. Okay? If someone is coming on strong and you're feeling those same sort of feelings, perhaps as you did with the narcissist, right? Oh, you're clicking so well. You're bouncing off each other. Like, you know what I mean? You're dealing with another phony. You're dealing with another snake that's mirroring you. You know what I'm saying? That's really what's happening. You know? So, don't look for something to supersede the way you felt and the emotions that you felt, because they did trigger chemical reactions in your brain to make you feel like you was in love and everything like that. So to the organ of as the brain is, like it feels like it's been in love, right? The heart feels like it's been in love. That's why I'm saying, like, when you do choose to find someone new, or you do try to find someone new, or you just bump into someone one day, whatever, like, if they're putting in that love bomby kind of, that there's something wrong with it, right? And you have to notice it. Okay, and that's why I'm saying, like, there has to be an overhaul in how your approach is, in how you function in relationships, complete rewiring. And I think that comes from spending periods of your time alone, right? That can come from spending periods of time alone, getting to know yourself. It's quite a complex video, this, right? Because this is the realization I've had, and I need to articulate it better. But I hope some of you are with me on what I'm saying, because it's a work in progress. So please forgive me if I'm all over the place. Just think about what I've said. There's something. There's a different approach that you've got to take, right? And these people that you see, this is the thing. You can bump into an empath, right? Let's create you at work. You bump into someone, you don't think that much of them. Like, they could be the chosen one. They could be the empath, right? And it's because they're not putting on this performance to make you like them. Okay? This is why you're not feeling that urgency, right? Whereas the narcissist is putting on a performance to make you like them. They're people pleasing. They're putting on a performance to make you like them. They're putting on a performance to infiltrate your life. So it's very fast paced. It sweeps you off your feet. Before you know it, you're in a relationship with them. Before you know it, you've had kids with them, or you got married, or whatever. And it's the love bomb. Real, authentic, genuine relationships, I don't think work like that, right? I don't think they do. Okay, it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be like, and that's not to say, I should have probably said this earlier, like, you know, building with an authentic, genuine soul. Obviously, your future, like, it will get better as time proceeds. You know, it won't be like how it is with a narcissist, good in the beginning, or so-called good, because of the love bomb, and then they put you through devaluation or that. Like, with an authentic, genuine soul, you're gonna learn, you're gonna grow, you're gonna evolve, you're going to improve, and it's going to be steady. And that's the way I'm envisioning it, right? It's going to be so different. So that's what I mean. If you are looking for something out there, or even if you're just, for you're thinking about in the future, maybe look for something completely different, right? Not what you felt before with these narcissists. It's got to be completely different from that. And if you meet anyone where you're seeing slight tendencies of how this was with the narcissist, cut it off immediately. Cut it off immediately. Because they try to make you feel good. They how can I put this? They're constantly people pleasing you. They're constantly telling you how great you are, how wonderful you are, how this you are. Like a genuine, authentic, chosen one empath soul isn't going to do that because they don't know you yet. They're not going to be telling you how wonderful you are and how great you are because they don't really know you yet. You see what I'm saying? So it's slower. It's slower building. It's slower paced, and you'll build with one another, right? So they are out there, but it's not the people who you deem to be chosen or empathetic, or right. So it's more about the personality of the individual. Like, study the personality of the individual. Study the way they function. Study the way they engage with you. It's going to be something totally different, right? But it hasn't got this fantasy around it, like how people are perceiving how being with an empath or a chosen one or a genuine soul will be. It's going to feel less intense. It's going to have less glitz and glamour around it, compared to the narcissistic relationship. It could seem quite boring. It could seem like you're disinterested. You might not feel that urge, that pull. You might not feel that magnetic pull. You might not feel those things. But really, those are the people that is the real genuine souls out there. This is the thing. So this is why you could have possibly met some of these people, and then the narcissist come along, and you're thinking, oh wow, the narcissist is great. It's not your fault. None of this is your fault, right? It's just you because the narcissist is putting on a soulmate effect. You go through this, and you could have met someone, and the narcissist come along at the same time, and you went with the narcissist. And you didn't realize that the other person. Please don't think it's a mistake and you live in regret and stuff like that, because there's a lot of benefits you gain from going with a narcissist. You learn, you develop. But this is about, I'm talking about now and about your future, in how you select people in your life to be around in any aspect, right? It doesn't just have to be your romantic relationships. How you select friends, how you select colleagues. Or colleagues you get close to, or romantic partners, or family, or whoever, right? They're not that intense love bomb, right? And I'm gonna try and do some more work on this subject, because it's an important subject. And I brought out a video. What did I call it? It was released before this video. I can't remember what I called it. It was released one before this video. Something about it won't feel as good as it did with the narcissist, or something like that. And I think it was a bit misunderstood of what I was trying to say. But this is like a follow-on from that. And I want to do some more work on this subject. Maybe I'm just rushed. Maybe I should have prolonged before I put it out. But when information comes to my mind, I feel to share with everyone that it may benefit. So honestly, look, it's going to be different. That's what I'm saying. When you meet a genuine soul, when you meet an authentic soul, it's going to be different. It's not going to have the intensity. It's not going to have the glitz, the glamour. It's going to be something totally different. Okay? That takes work from you and takes work from them to build a healthy relationship. Okay, it's not. See how easy it seems. It seems so easy to be in a relationship with these narcissists. So one, because they are easy. Two, because they are making it easy for you because they're putting on a performance. So you find yourself just like, involved in this relationship so quickly, and it's taken out of your hands. They love bomb you with words. They bring in the affection. All of it so quickly and fast paced, right? And that burns out. That fades away. Then you're going through the abuse, then you're going through all of that. With an authentic, genuine soul, it's going to be slow paced. It's going to be someone who you might think say you go on a date with them, you might think, this is boring. But really, they're the chosen one. Really, they're the empath. Just look, like, I'm not saying if someone's boring that it's always the chosen one. I have to put that out there. I should have said that earlier. Like, I'm just saying it's gonna be different from what you're used to, because your perception of love, no fault of your own, because you've been through narcissistic abuse, is warped. Okay, your perception of love is warped. So it's about having a total overhaul, just reframing your mind, healing. Right, that's why take your time first before you even contemplate going in a relationship and all that. Really take your time. There's no particular time that you need to take, but the longer the better, I believe. Right, to take time away from relationships. But just try to notice there are other chosen ones and empaths out there, right? And I have to put this in there. I've made a video on the spiritual channel about this. Watch out for the narcissists that are claiming to be empaths, or claiming to have gone through narcissistic abuse, or claiming to be empaths and all of that, right? Watch out for those, because they exist. So that's the new approach that they're taking, right? They're learning from their old behaviors, and now they're playing the victim. Oh, I had a bad life, or and they're saying they're empathetic, and they're saying all this stuff, right? And they'll mirror you on that, because you've been through narcissistic abuse, because you're an empath or a genuine soul, and they'll mirror you on that, and they'll actually tell you that they're an empath. They'll actually tell you they're a chosen one, or they'll tell you these things. This is the new approach that narcissists are taking, okay? They're pretending to be empaths. They're pretending to be chosen ones. Right? So watch out for that. Because to be honest with you, most likely, I can't say all, most likely, a real chosen one or empath isn't going to be telling you they're a chosen one or empath. They're just going to be doing them. And they're going to be speaking with their actions in the way that they function. And you'll be able to pick up on signs that they are. If you have this complete overhaul and stop looking for what you once found appealing, right? Look, think about it. To have someone, look at it from an outside perspective, to have someone that puts on a performance and tries to make you like them, and tries to do everything to make you like them, they're actually putting in effort and energy. The narcissist is actually putting in effort and energy to make you like them. They're love bombing you, they're doing this. You being the recipient of that, it will feel good for the time that it lasts. Okay, so when you meet the authentic, genuine empath, soul, or chosen one, they're not going to be doing that. They're going to be being real. You say you go out for a date, some dinner, whatever. They're just going to be talking about real stuff, about life. Okay? There might even be ones that you encounter that are unawakened, chosen ones, or unawakened empaths, right? But they've still got the authenticity about them, right? So what I would say is keep knowing you're an empath or a chosen one or an authentic soul. Don't let someone just mirror you off that. Okay? So I'd say keep that. I don't know if this is right what to say, but keep that guarded. Okay? Because otherwise what these narcissists are doing is they're mirroring you off that. They're saying that, oh, they're a chosen one, or they're an empath, and then you think you're in a relationship with an empath. And I've spoken to people in sessions that this is happening to them. I've spoken to people in sessions, this is happening to them. They were tricked by narcissists that pretended to be empaths and stuff like that. It's quite a common thing that's happening nowadays, so watch out for it. Look, I do apologize, everyone. This video has been all over the place. I'm just trying to get out a message that I had a realization over about, you know, real good people you don't notice. Instead, you choose narcissists, and it's been a bit all over the place. So please forgive me. Take what you can from it. Disregard the rest. I pray and I hope that you can see what I'm trying to say, or you can take something from this video. Okay. I will give this topic some more thought. You know, I ask God, and I know I'm not all powerful to want to speak blessings on your name, but I ask God to help you understand what I was trying to say in this video. It's an important topic. It is an important topic, and I'm gonna try and give this some more thought, and see where it takes me, because it was like a realization I had, you know, about what a real issue. It's a real issue that empath chosen ones, genuine souls are really facing. It's this warped version of love that they're used to, and yeah, it's this warped version of love that they're used to, and I want you to embrace it. It's going to be totally different with an empath or a chosen one or a genuine soul. It's going to be really different, right? And it's not going to be how you envision it, like magical and all that. It's not. You can build to that place, you know? You can build to that real companion place, real strong companion, you know, someone you can rely on. You can build up to that, but it's not going to be instantaneous, you see? With the narcissist, everything's instantaneous with them. And that's what I want you to move away from, right? And I don't want you to get caught out by other narcissists. So I've gone on way longer than I was meant to. I hope this video helps, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.